Welcome back, dudes. Today, we're back on the Grim Dawn. We are swapping over to our Reaper, however, and we're going to do this in conjunction with our spellbreaker because it can get a little bit stale, right? Going on one character so hard through the story because it's going to take a little while for sure. But my Reaper here is fantastic. Is centered around a little bit more AoE, a little bit more aura-based damage, and some dual-wielding Nightblade bitch-slapping attacks. So, we've got our Veil of Shadow, we've got our Spectral Binding, and we've got Aether Weapons given to us by an item. And then our active abilities are going to be Ill Omen, Siphon Souls, Ground Stomp from our boots. Spectral Bolt isn't really very important. It's just assigned here because I needed a button. And then Blood Drinker is going to be super helpful for what we're going after as well. So let's just hop into it, get going in the story. We are at Cross the Bridge near Twin Falls to enter Homestead or travel through Smuggler's Pass. Quite a ways up here. Let's fucking go! Now, this is in no way going to prevent me from playing Wilson, because the game is a lot of fun, and it is super pretty, and I think doing that on top of this is actually going to be how I'm going to handle videos for the next good while. I'm not sure if I'm going to do maybe 2 a day, or if I'll do God, I don't even know. Shit's just dying in front of me though, which is fantastic. We also have our Shadow Strike here, which is our big mobility with this character class and the Nightblade in general. Oh no, don't shoot her. I will handle this. Hold on there, traveler. You wouldn't want this pretty lady's brains to be spilled all over the ground, would you? Let's see some iron. Let's not do anything rash. We'll give you 300 iron bits. Thank you kindly. You go on your merry way now. You poor stupid thing. Gotta say, you're making me feel a little guilty. It's all a sham, huh? And you got swindled. What do? We gotta do what we do out here. And it sure beats aiming a gun at every traveler that crosses us. Now get going before you give away our little scheme. You don't have to live like this. What if you accidentally get shot in the back of the head because someone freaks out one time? You know what I'm saying? A safe place? I forgot what that even means. Oh, you'd really take a seat even after what we pulled? You did what you had to do. You deserve a second chance. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Goodbye! And they poof into blood dust. I'm just kidding. They teleported. It's okay. They knew what they were in for. Anyway, back to killing bugs. Our build is honestly just about standing really close to stuff and watching it slowly die. It's really fantastic. I don't know why I enjoy it so much, but it's fun. It's fun for me. We use our Ill Omen to put some poison damage on people. We use our Siphon Souls to do a little bit of the same. And then our Ground Stomp on top of that, just for when the mobs get a little bit more undoable. You know what I'm saying? But I believe... Okay, for some reason we just stopped punching him. Not sure why. Let's see what we've got here. We have an ability somewhere in our kit that's making enemies run away from us, so... I don't know if it's because of Ill Omen. I do think it is Ill Omen. So, essentially, I think... Do I have an upgrade on it? It's been a while since I played with this character, so if you could just show me the buttons! Not those. This. No, I don't have an upgrade for that. No? You know what? We'll figure it out later. I don't want to waste a whole lot of time remembering my build. At this point, I'm just looking for gear because my abilities are fairly well thought out. And I've got the build path pretty well in hand. Just walking around, watching shit melt is the greatest feeling. It's like, oh, I'm on fire, but you can't tell, so when you walk next to me, you explode. And that's a good feeling. That is truly a good feeling. We're heading down to get some royal jelly. I need one more. Just tell me there's not a rock over here. Okay, we dodged the rock. I'm not going to press any buttons. That whole wave died. All these waves are dying. With the exception of like the few bugs that I'm killing with my autos, everything is dying to my my auras, which is amazing. I love it. Feel some vitality. Use that ill omen. Can't scare away the unique. A little bit unfortunate. Gonna hit our D so we can get some light steal off of our auto attacks. Good. All the fucking poison are just standing. That's a lot of royal jelly. Jelly up here. Oh my god. Okay, I have switched over to my SSD too, so I'm not immediately picking everything up, which I need to turn on. Options. Auto loot materials. There we go. And now we're just gonna leave, because I have everything that I need. Let me pop out of here. Sorry, just doing some other stuff in the middle of doing this stuff, and that's not what I really need to be paying attention to. Let's see. Actually, I have a feeling it's going to take me forever and a day to actually enter Homestead, so I need to hop on that. I think we're going to have to hack and slash our way back through the Arcovian Undercity here, so let's find the shrine first. Stealing vitality from skeletons. Who would have thought? I love it when corpses make me energized. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Yeah. It's not a necrophilia joke. It's just. Let's just leave that train of thought right where it is. Okay. It's Valentine's Day. We don't need to be thinking about corpses. Even though all of them are trying to kill us. And fuck, there's the shrine. Okay, gotta run up some stairs. I will say that I am not super speedy on this build yet, and I'm a little bit disappointed about that. Luckily the Shadow Strike is kind of making up for some of the distance that we're losing. Not all of it, sadly, but look at that. That's the sound of being killed by an aura from a Reaper. I gotta get to the shrine, honestly. Okay. Maybe I have already gotten it. Yes, I've already restored it. So none of what I'm doing is at all important. Love that feeling. But it's my own fault because I haven't played in a little bit, and especially not this character. I made a heckin' huge amount of characters prior to this whole video series to play with friends, and I just kept making new ones because new friends would pop in and out, and I always wanted to have everybody on the same level. So looking back, I really should have just fucking stuck with one of my dudes and finished grinding all the way up to 100 first, which is fine. I mean, you gotta do what you can for your buddies, but the regret is there. The regret is there. Everything's falling apart. Nice. Eat cold air, skeletons. That is what we're doing. Now, the build for our Reaper here is mostly cold and ether damage, which I think is super fitting, because when I think of a Grim Reaper, I think of it probably being pretty cold and a whole lot of otherworldly energies going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ether. Venturing forward does the Reaper. So good. That's so good. We also do, I believe, vitality damage is our third stat. I cannot remember which one is most predominant, though. I'll probably check that here in a second. I'm almost positive it's cold, because the Veil of Shadow is the aura that's doing all the damage, and I'm pretty positive that's Frostburn. That's where all that's coming from. The Siphon Soul is vitality damage. Bloop. And then I think obviously we've got our ether weapons, but what is this damage? That's vitality as well. Vitality. These don't matter because these are all items. And then this is vitality too, right? Ether damage. Holy shit, 85% ether damage. Notice how I just stood there and they all fell over? Fantastic. So we've got a fairly diverse damage lineup, I guess you'd call it. No, I can't pick up anything there. It's just shining for no reason. And then in doing that, obviously, we can kill pretty much anybody at any point in time, unless they have a supreme resistance to all of our shit, which they usually do not. Have I already made it through and just not... This is the exit. Damn it. And I clicked on the door, but... Wow. We're definitely at the top of our game today. Totally clicking everything perfectly, doing everything without fail. I am intentionally pushing all the buttons, clicking all the screens, and using all of my abilities to their most effectiveness. Whoop! That was a joke. That was all sarcasm. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Oh, I cannot wait to get some new fancy shit on these abilities. They are fairly underleveled at the moment. I put all of my points into my auras first, because they are honestly the easiest way to do damage. I don't even have to sit still for a lot of the experience that I'm picking up off of a lot of these enemies, and it's so nice. Just kind of walk right on by, unless there's these big beefy tanky guys. They're always, no matter what I do, no matter what I am building, the big guys are a problem. Oh, that ground stomp is fucking incredible. Just walk on by, do some damage, walk out the door. It's like you're robbing people's houses and destroying their memories just by visiting, you know? It makes some really dark references. You ever notice that? Maybe I should try a little bit harder to be more positive. It's like I'm a unicorn, and I'm galloping through a person's house, just farting rainbows everywhere and covering their entire household in happiness, and then they explode, and I get experience and steal all their loot. Now, it's just not possible. The game's called Grim Dawn. It's just going to be a little bit grim with the references. You're welcome. So, where the fuck is the exit? It'd be right there. The direction that I was going. I just don't pay attention. Blink around the wall. Thank you, Shadow Strike. You're the best. And we are about to exit the cold, damp skeleton repository. Thank you. We made it. Walk up the stairs. Click out the door. Okay. Gotta get this. Okay, never mind. I've already gotten that quest. Did I already turn that in? I have no idea where I'm at with this character. I must not have reached Homestead yet. I do have... Wow, okay. Well, I just kind of redid some of this stuff that I was doing with my spellbreaker. So at the same time, you know, things are good. I've gotten plenty of explanation for you for Reaper. So this, we'll just call this an introduction to this this class. Even though you probably didn't need more than 5 seconds of introduction to all the abilities and stuff. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. I think I can make it to where we need to go before we run out of time. So, can I get an enemy to hop to? Thank you. Appreciate you. Now these boars are a little bit resistant to our cold damage, which I find a little bit offensive to my sensibilities. So if you could just fall over and die and give me your experience, that would be lovely. Even though you would probably make for a super cuddly pet with your little tusks and little bird friends. Poor guy. Poor guy. If there's any class of enemy in this game that I really just hate killing, it's the beasts. Because a lot of the time they're just standing around looking like they're doing their own little thing. See? Okay, well these ones I guess are coming at me, but a lot of the other times they're like just minding their own business, chewing some grass or eating a corpse or something, you know? I always feel bad. But that's what I get. I'm playing a hack and slash game. I have to kill everything and everyone in front of me. Is this a shrine that I didn't get? No, this is restored too. What the fuck? What was I actually doing with this character last? Oh, trolls. Trolls I don't feel any remorse for whatsoever, because they run up on me with those stupid guns and them fucking nets. I hate it. I hate being rooted and shut up. Looks like Elsa agrees with me.
Trust no one.
I can only assume you mean Mornay. Idiot nearly got me killed out in Old Arkovia. Bandits got us in the night, drawn to his damned fire. They tied me up and dragged me back towards their camp, probably to share me with the rest of the gang. Shame for them, they weren't very good at tying knots. I slit their throats while they slept and made off on my own. Why didn't you return to Mornay? Well, I thought he was dead, but knowing he's back in Devil's Crossing makes me even less inclined to return. He's not a bad man, but I can't stand to have him fawning over me all over me like a replacement for his dead wife. He believes there is some great romance between us, and he refuses to accept that I have no such feelings. Should I tell him you're alive? It might be better if he believes me dead. The last thing I need is a lovesick fool pursuing me through this hellish world. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's kind of a theme in this game. I am noticing there's a lot of dudes who just can't take no for an answer until the main character steps in and tells them how fucking unreasonable they're being. So, it's pretty hilarious. Pretty hilarious. There's even a point, I think, later on in the game where you just have to pick between a dude and the lady that he's like basically harassing, and you have to kill one of them or both of them. It's like, well, let me think. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill that guy because he's clearly an idiot, and we're gonna sacrifice him to the great witch god Zalael, and we're gonna take all of that power. So, spoilers, not really. You'll find out eventually. We'll get there, I promise. Just remember to comment on this video when we get to that video 2 years later. I'm just kidding. It probably won't take that long. I hope it doesn't take that long. Boop. Sneaking up on the boars. I am the silent predator in the desert forest. There's trees, but there's also lots of dirt and sand. Not real sure how I would describe this place. Picking up the stuff, killing all the trolls, stomping on the ground. I should have my fury. Pure fury. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I do not have the filter going. That's okay. We've got the problem fixed. Perfect. I believe this is Smuggler's Pass. This is indeed Smuggler's Pass. Let's see what we can find here. Bunch of zombies. Immediately destroyed. Some Aether Hounds. Didn't do good. Get some ill omen. Stomp the ground. Punch the guy. Punch everybody else. I don't use ill omen very often because typically I use it as kind of supplemental damage on top of my auras. So it's not as buffed up as those abilities. We did level up, so I'm probably going to dump some points there. Ooh, this is running a little bit long. I just want to run across this bridge real quick. Gotta kill people just by walking by them. And find the big troll at the end. You can call me Billy Goat Reaper here to... Okay, stop hiding from me! Stop sending your minions. There you are. Alright, we made it. Voldrak the Destroyer. I have come to destroy you. I've killed all of your stupid minion buddies, and I'm face tanking all of your poison and your attacks, and I just want you to know. Okay, I need you to die for dramatic effect. There we go. Well, the moment's passed for whatever joke I was going to make there, but we made it to the end of the video just in time. Switching to normal was actually a fantastic idea because the leveling doesn't really change a whole lot. And honestly, I feel so much nicer killing things this quick. Holy shit! That was a lot of attribute points I had not put in. So, that's a thing. That is definitely a thing. Let's see. We've got 3 points to put in. I do want to increase the radius of the Veil of Shadow to increase who can be damaged by it. And then I also want to increase the radius of my Spectral Binding. No, not that. Instead, though, I think what we're going to do... This does cold and vitality. Nice! And it, okay, there it is. Confuses target for 2 seconds. I'm a genius. I'm going to put some more points into this bad boy because I think I'm going to start running into the point in the game where I need a panic button to get people away from me. So anyway, thanks so much for hanging out. This is the first Reaper playthrough at the same point in the story, though. So I appreciate you. It's ultimately it's just to spice things up a bit. We'll have some more of Grim Dawn and Wolcen this week, so I will keep you guys in and on the new stuff too. But thank you again for hanging out. Thanks for all you do, and I'll see you next time.